Was Elon right to kick Kanye off Twitter?
Well, we've just alluded to it. So Kanye West finally is now been banned from Twitter. This is for a second time, and this was to do with an appearance on Alex Jones's InfoWars podcast, where he said he admired Hitler and the Nazis. Actually used the phrase "I like Hitler," and then he tweeted a Star of David with a swastika in the centre. And Elon Musk has said that this is overstepping the boundary. That this is now incitement to violence. Lewis, should Kanye West have been banned from Twitter?
Well, I am a free speech absolutist,
yes.
And every time something like this happens, it really pushes your limits. You think to yourself, no, that's gone a bit too far.
Yeah.
The fact is, no, he shouldn't be kicked off. I think what Kanye said was the absolute best thing for the Jews. Because it was so extreme that even Democrats would have to speak out against it.
So this is an interesting point, isn't it? You know,
yeah.
Everyone is in agreement that the things he has said are terrible, anti-Semitic, and the idea of like praising Hitler is just obviously beyond the pale.
Right.
Goes without saying. But the fact that he said it, the fact that he's had a platform to do this, means that it's out there. We know what he thinks about this. It's also exposed a lot of other people who are sort of supporting him in doing this. So, you know, censorship isn't really the way to deal with this, is it?
No, because he was so extreme in these beliefs that they were exposed as being distasteful for people.
Yeah.
So that it can't... See, everybody hates the Jews. I hate the Jews. Everybody hates the Jews.
I should just add here that Lewis is Jewish.
I'm a Jew.
Lewis is Jewish.
Jew, yeah.
And it's not true, Lewis, that everyone hates the Jews. I don't hate the Jews.
Well, there's something the matter with you.
I mean, Lewis is doing his best to get cancelled. You are not Kanye West, Lewis.
I'm telling you...
You know what this is? You just see his success and his millions, and you're trying to replicate it. You think, this is the way I'm going to do it.
I'm an attention seeker, so he's an attention seeker. But the thing about Kanye West, from a Jewish person's point of view, this is the way Jews always think. This is the way, as I believe we think as a group, I can make this statement, is that we're always thinking, is it best for the Jews? Is it good for the Jews? Is it bad for the Jews? When Kanye West said, I like Hitler was okay, that was bad for the Jews. Because when Kanye said that the Jews control Hollywood.
Yes.
As every Jew who knows the Jews control Hollywood, like myself, okay? Well, I know the Jews control Hollywood because they don't call me.
But again, Lewis being very contrarian.
No, you could say it's contrarian. I think it's a decent point because
the Jews don't control Hollywood.
No, they do control Hollywood. They totally do. They don't control.
I'm going to put a stop to this, Nick.
No.
Nick, I think
you're being a bit too sensitive here. Let's say the Jews don't control Hollywood.
Yeah,
but people believe that they control Hollywood. When he said the Jews control Hollywood, the Jews think this is bad for the Jews. They're coming at us. But when he went a step further, everyone said, let him say what he wants to say because no one respects him anymore.
Nick, can you talk about this subject without making things worse?
Without doing any of that?
Yeah.
Surprised Lewis is not wearing a mask over his head like Kanye. Well, a couple of things. To answer the question directly, he shouldn't be banned from Twitter because there's no coherent policy from Musk. The symbol, someone sent me a thing saying, actually, it's an ancient symbol and it doesn't mean what you think. I don't know because I haven't had time to look into that.
It's very distasteful.
But it's certainly distasteful, but Musk said it incited violence, and that's his excuse for banning him, because that's the rule he set out.
Yeah.
I don't see how it incites violence.
No, it probably doesn't meet the Brandenburg threshold for incitement to violence, definitely not.
Right, so he shouldn't be banned from Twitter.
It's gross, and you know, it's anti-Semitic.
I'm not in favour of it, but I don't think he should be banned. And in general about his comments, they were obviously, they were distasteful. He was trying to push boundaries and create some sort of storm. At one point, it sounded like he was making a Christian point, because he said, I love everyone. I love the surgeon that performed surgery on my mother, which killed his mother. So it was like a radical love point. But then he ruined it with just a slew of kind of fairly standard Holocaust denial stuff.
You don't think he's going a bit mad? I mean, this is like a breakdown.
I don't buy into that. A lot of people say that, and I think it's a sort of concern trolling that you see, like, oh, he's just not well. I personally think he should... A lot of singers and rappers in America have bought into some of this stuff. It's like Nation of Islam, Louis Farrakhan stuff. Michael Jackson had dodgy lyrics about Jewish people. Ice Cube has said similar things.
No, but there's worse... I mean, Kanye...
No, he's pushed it further.
But you can tell from his behaviour on that Alex Jones podcast, he starts imitating Benjamin Netanyahu and fishing with a chocolate milkshake. And he's genuinely... I think he's losing his mind. I think there is an exploitative element to this in putting him on air.
Maybe.
You know? He also supported Balenciaga and their
that was hard.
images.
He made a point there. I mean, Lewis just spotted him tonight, but he was making a point there.
Nothing Lewis says we take seriously.
Yeah,
we know
true.
that this is a general caveat to the show. Look how angry he's getting.
I thought his Balenciaga point was bizarre. He was saying that we're all bad, we're all sort of sinners, we watch pornography and stuff, and that's just bad. I don't agree with that. But can I say one last thing?
Quickly.
This may be controversial, but remember when Diane Abbott praised Mao on BBC One? Now, is it that different? Like, it's mad to praise Hitler, but in terms of pure death toll, Mao is actually worse. BBC One, far more mainstream than InfoWars. Why is that not completely insane?
Not a competition, but
she's more extreme than Ye.
I agree with you.
But can I just answer him? Because I think the thing about this guy, Nick Dixon, is he's a little too smart for his own good. Okay, so he actually believes this stuff that he says, and you listen to him, it sounds intelligent, but no, he's wrong. Kanye has gone mad.
Yes.
He's gone mad, and I know it because I've been there. Okay?
Yeah.
When you lose your kids, he went through a horrible divorce from his wife. His wife just dumped him. He hasn't seen his 4 kids. It drives...
His mind is
He's
going.
definitely enraged by that, but is that actual medical...
No.
Now, this scrap, I've got to put it... We've got to get more questions from the audience, Lewis. I mean, I'm enjoying the scrap, but we do need some more questions.
And then he also
no,
in
Lewis.
August, he went vegan. He went vegan.
You're going to start on the vegans now. OK.
Yes.
Next